it's Amanda and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my, what month is it going to be? It's May. My June, okay. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my June TBR. So the first thing that is on my June TBR is The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. This book is about a queendom, it's about magic, there's assassins. The queen has to produce an heir, but like assassins are coming, the east and the west, they don't like each other very much, and there's dragons. I picked up this book in Scotland when my roommate and I were there for spring break, so this book's like, it's kind of special to me. I am absolutely in love with Scotland. I watched way too much Outlander. It's one of my favorite TV shows. We actually got to go see the Standing Stones. But back to this book, I picked it up in a little bookshop over there. And I mean, it's a big boy. Like, it's kind of intimidating just because it's so long, but it's a lot less intimidating than trying to get into some other series. I really want to get into Brandon Sanderson's Cosmere series, but obviously he has like 20 books. Same thing with World of Time. World of Time? I think it's The Wheel of Time. The Wheel of Time. They're just so long, and it's a lot easier to get into like a standalone. This is a standalone. There's not going to be any more. So it's kind of nice to have just like one big book instead of like a series of pretty big books. So I'm really excited to read this. It's been a while since I've read a fantasy, so it'll be exciting. The next book that I'm going to be reading is East of Eden. My sister actually recommended it to me. It's a classic by John Steinbeck. I don't know a ton about it. I don't really want to know a lot about it. I like going into books blind for the most part. I do know though that the ending is supposed to be kind of like a mind fuck where you're just like, you finish it and then you're just like, oh, what is life for like the next couple like days. So you know it's gonna be a good book. Next book I want to get to is The Farm by Joanne Ramos. This book is about kind of like a retreat that you can go to where they basically pay you to be pregnant and to be kind of like a surrogate mother, basically. It's kind of like a womb for rent sort of thing. And it follows a woman named Jane who is a Filipino immigrant who signs up to become like a surrogate mom, and like in return she gets a lot of benefits. But like when she gets pregnant, she like gets concerned for her family. I'm not really sure if there's like a threat of deportation or just something goes wrong, but she's like worried and she wants to like, you know, get in contact with them, but she can't leave the farm because then she doesn't get the benefits. So I thought it would be really interesting. I just read The Handmaid's Tale earlier this month, so I thought it would be really cool to compare the two since they both have kind of a similar theme of women and fertility problems, sort of. So I think it'll be really cool. Oh man, I feel like there's a lot of books that I just don't really know the summary on, and I just like, I really don't want to know. It's so much like more fun going into books and like being kind of surprised, especially when you're going into a mystery or a thriller. I feel like the synopsis like gives plot points away, which is why I tend to not read it. But I have seen this book get super duper hyped on BookTube, and this is probably one of my more anticipated books of the year. This is Middlegame by Shannon McGuire. Shannon McGuire. It's kind of like, I feel like when you have something like this, like Shannon, my friend Melissa and I, she was in my last video, we always make a joke about Sean Bean. You can call him Sean Bon or Sheen Bean. You can only pick one. So I'm calling you Shannon McGuire. But this is Middlegame by Shannon McGuire, and I'm super excited to be reading it. I do not know what it's about. I don't want to know what it's about, but I'll make sure to give a not super spoily synopsis about it when I do my wrap up for the end of June. But super excited to read it. It's like a beautiful cover. It's just so cool. It's like one of those like wax hand things that you do. It's pretty cool. And finally, the last book that I want to get to is Daisy Jones and the Six. I feel like everybody has been talking. Oh, I like kind of hate when like people put stickers on these and then you just can't take it off. It's the worst. I wish I didn't have the sticker. But anyway, I feel like everybody on BookTube has been talking about Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Actually, just Taylor Jenkins Reid in general. I haven't read her other book, The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right. Seven Husbands. But I'm going to get to that next. But I have seen this book around forever, and it's just a beautiful cover, and I just really wanted to read it. It takes place in a sort of interview format. If you can, like, see, it's interview format, and it's basically about what's the time period? It's in the 70s, and it's about a band, and it's talking about why they broke up, and like in the interview format they like have everybody's different perspectives. It's supposed to be, I think, was based off of Fleetwood Mac, which I've never listened to. I don't really listen to a lot of like 70s music. I really like the 50s and the 80s, but like 70s wasn't really my jam. But I think that this book is going to be super exciting to get into. So that's all that I have for today, but let me know down in the comments if you have read any of these books or what you just want to read this month. I would love to talk to you guys about it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!